Shoot.
I need to screw it up.
I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
What?
Forget the news?
To turn off my furnace. Hang on. Let me cycle it down over here.
Just leave it.
I don't even hear it.
I need a beer really bad. Let us know when we're going live, dude.
Just hit the
live soon.
hit the
But I wish I
disconnect
got
on
that
X.
as well.
Oh, yellow belly. La 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 la.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather,
La la
yellow
la
leather.
la.
We need to start practicing.
We need to do our
Like
vocal warm-ups
twisters.
like a few minutes before. We could be a little more motivated.
She said she sold seashells.
Did you do a tonsil warm-up? Did you poke
No.
the tonsils multiple times to kind of get them going?
I tried, but I ran out of batteries.
What the hell?
Couldn't do it.
Oh
So-
man, you guys want some? Look at, in case you guys want to eat some peas, I got a bag of frozen peas right here. So
Nice.
I always keep those behind
Are
my
they
neck.
gluten-free organic California peas?
Yep, they're California safe, non-cancer causing peas. Always got them at the ready. No, I need a beer so bad right now. I'm so highly medicated on freaking.
Look at him.
Well,
This guy can't even handle his life.
And beard,
Oh.
man.
So, Chris, tell us, why are you on medicine and peas?
Well, this really cool thing happened when I was in my bedroom the other night, and then when that happened, ever since that moment, my neck has been killing me, and I wish I had a better story to tell.
You know what? I heard somebody told me one time they took a Viagra and it got stuck in their neck. They had a stiff neck for about 4 hours. Maybe you got the same thing.
No, I have no idea. I just woke up on Sunday with like a stiff neck, and then it's been horrible ever since. I've been to the doctor, the chiropractor.
I
Isn't
woke
that
up
jacked
Sunday
up
with
how
a
you can do like the simplest things and you just wake up in agonizing pain? Like all I did was go to sleep and you just
Yeah.
wake up and you're just broken.
Yes, exactly.
Ridiculous.
It is not a good feeling, and it sucks getting old. And I haven't slept for the last couple nights. Like I'm sleepless. I might have fell asleep for like 2-3 hours last night, and
Sleepless in Seattle.
I'm
See.
literally, it feels better to get up and walk. So like when I'm in intense pain, I get up and I'm pacing around my living room when it's pitch black at 2 a.m. Just
See,
freaking
this is
pacing
why I'm
around.
always telling you guys need to stretch more.
I know you're
None
right.
of you guys
Set up with your
stretch.
calisthenics routine. We don't want none of that, dude.
None of you guys do any of that stuff.
No,
My
none
back
of
is
it.
bad this week
See?
too. I've been laid up a little bit here.
It's
See?
funny because the doctor says, "Are you active?" And I'm like, "Well, no,
No,
not really.
not really.
COVID like slows us all down. We're
Like,
not doing
I know when we work hard, but really you can't count work as exercise.
Mm.
I mean, I know it is. I know it
Mm.
is. It's hard. It's physical activity, but no, it
You see
doesn't count.
Spooks Wood comment in here. He said, "So you're sore because of another guy?"
Oh, that's a good one. Did you see what he said earlier? He's like, somebody said, "Who's the Jew in the bottom left-hand corner?"
Oh my gosh.
No, we're not even going there because I'm still feeling
Hilarious.
scared about the last show. So please no.
So Bill posted an awesome picture of his candles that he received.
Yeah, let's give him a
Oh,
shout out. So, Mr. Twisted Candle, I think he's in the chat here. Send me some of these candles, man. These are honestly not only badass looking, but literally like the best smelling candles I've ever had in my life. Like
Yeah.
I opened the box up in my van because it took me 7 months to get to my PO box, and I just got them today. I opened the box up in my van. I kid you not, like the garbage and fart smell was just almost immediately gone.
That's a good idea.
That is awesome, dude.
Instead of those car scents you hang on the mirror,
Look
just
at
pull it
that.
over in your truck and
Look
it'll
at
stay
that.
there.
That is
Isn't that
awesome. You
bad?
printed your logo
You
in
shut
there.
your mouth, Joe, and look at this candle.
Oh yeah.
Is that badass?
You know what? You know what's funny? He emailed us and said, "Hey guys, send me your address. I'll make some custom candles for you." I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to put this guy out because it's a lot of work."
I want a candle, man. I love candles,
But
dude.
I see how awesome the candles are. I was gonna call him right now during the
Oh,
show.
they're bitching, dude. They are.
I forgot to send my address to him, but I think he might have it. Sean S asked me, "Is my hands numb?" Yeah, the pain started in my neck. It went into my shoulder. It's in my elbow, and my 3 fingers right here are numb. I can't feel them, and so my hand gets numb, and it feels like people are pulling on my nerves in my arm right now.
I think you're having a stroke.
Actually, I think that's how I got into urgent care so fast, because I went to urgent care and I told them I was having chest pains and like pains on the left side of my body, and I got right into there real quick instead of having to wait in line.
I think he was edging all night.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it.
No,
Probably headbanging to your loud ass Kenny Loggins music.
I love me some Kenny Loggins, man.
I know. Probably going nuts.
So what's going on, guys? How's your week?
Slow.
Slow?
Hey, real quick,
I
real quick,
worked for a couple hours. That's it. One day this week.
Ouch.
real
go ahead.
quick. Let me do some shout outs here before we get to the gist of the show, the meat and potatoes, if you will.
I got a shout out to you. You do it first.
All right. So, all you guys who are watching this, tell all your friends about this podcast. We're doing a podcast now. Basically the same stuff you're hearing now. But
We
if you
are?
missed the show, yeah.
Am I part of this?
No, we edit out all your parts.
I was gonna say, did you schedule this with my wife?
Takes me hours, and it makes the conversations sound really, really weird.
Dog starts barking.
Like, hey, who's got an awesome shit story? And then it's like no sound for 25 minutes. And then like me and Joe chime in once in a while. Yeah, it's really hard to edit, but I do it. I do it for the love of the show.
That's
to get
funny.
Chris out of there. Oh, and then also don't forget we got Bill Spone coming in next week. Where's he from?
Nice.
Like CEO of Harbor Freight Tools or something like that.
Oh my
I
god!
forget. I don't know what he does. He does something with tools. I think it's Harbor Freight. It could be wrong.
Which tool company is it? Is it one? I'm trying to remember. Is it Test Equipment Depot? No.
Test equipment Tito. Oh, you're killing him. He's probably like cringing in his seat.
No, come on.
You know, Adam,
True Tech Tools.
Tell
We
him
all
the other one he's probably with.
Oh.
Starts with a V.
value testers.
You got it. You got it to it.
This video is brought to you by Value Testers.
Oh,
He was
man.
actually Bill was hanging out. We heard he was hanging out with Nate Adams.
Oh,
tonight.
Yep.
Me and Bill just hung out with Nate last weekend.
Oh yeah, it was a fun-filled, I don't know what, like 8 hours of blower door testing and science and a cold house and math and numbers and I mean
science. Did you science that bitch?
it was
Science.
like literally my brain was fried at the end of the night. There was so much stuff that Nate Adams was telling me about. I don't know if it was real or fake or true.
Did you just
I
hear
didn't understand it.
want dollar
Eventually,
sign,
yeah.
dollar sign.
Yeah.
I was paying attention.
I didn't really. I was paying attention, but I was like, I
I
don't know what you're
actually
talking
would
about.
like to have something like that done to my house. Look at, I got a P cameo in the background. Wait, there's that right there. There you go. See, there's a P cameo right there.
Oh,
It's,
No, I actually would like to have something like that done to my house. I'm just
Right.
curious. Like, I know where the hot spots in my house would be, like my fireplace and my furnace closet. They're all massively open to the, outdoors and stuff. So, but I just still would like to know, where
I
the
guarantee my house blows your house out of the water as far
I'm
as
sure it does.
Mr. Rice had a question. Did Adam touch you, Bill? Or
I would
Well,
not.
that's-
Bill in real life. Let me tell you something. Bill's like 7'5". So like,
It's true.
I wasn't anticipating that. I walked up to his house. I'm like, whoa! Like you shouldn't. You should not. He's a guy that you walk past in a dark alley at night and you turn around and walk the other way. Now, on the other hand,
Not double.
Nate Adams, if you walk by him in an alley, you'd be like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you walk with Nate Adams, like, shouldn't you be like on a lawn somewhere as a decoration?
so you know what? It made Adam buy one, right, Adam? You're buying one, aren't you?
Yeah, I bought one.
Bought, didn't you?
Yeah, it's on its way. Well, not yet. I didn't get the
Not
shipping.
Which one did you get?
I bought the Retro Tech 5100 with the smart cloth door,
Nice.
which was an add-on.
I would like to play with one of those one day.
Yeah, that'll be cool for you, Chris.
Adam,
Yo.
you should do like some review videos on that thing.
Yeah.
So, do you
And
want
where
to
should
get?
you
Are we
put 'em,
gonna?
Adam?
Are we gonna talk about this right now?
Hey, let's when have we ever done anything professionally? Like and organized and structured. Like, let's just get it out there before we figure out anything. We might as well just
I
go
mean,
ahead and
that's kind of how this channel started, right?
right? Kind of just wing it and see what happens and false promises. So about a year and a half ago, I made a commitment to a new YouTube channel called HVACR Tools. And I hyped it up and a bunch of people came over and subscribed to the channel and I kept promising videos and I kept promising videos. I think that I must have had 2,000 subscribers before I even uploaded my first video. And then I finally uploaded my first video and I thought, all right, this is cool. And then a year or so later, I still haven't uploaded any new videos.
Hmm.
So because I'm a lazy piece of crap, I kind of had an idea what happens if all four of us have access to this YouTube channel and start posting tool reviews. It would take the pressure off of me of having to do this, and the rest of these guys are going to start posting on that channel too. So
If I post on that channel, since it's under your name, like right in the middle of videos, I'm gonna put like a flash to like a screen of a butt, and then it's gonna go away really quickly.
Oh yeah, like one of those hidden Disney pictures.
Yeah.
you got to slow it down to see it. Like
Yeah,
it goes
that's a
away.
good idea. I never thought about that.
But what we will do, the YouTube channel is called HVACR Tools. I will post a link in the chat here in just a minute when I get it. We'll also post a link in the show notes of this video, of this live stream. And then probably within the next couple weeks, we'll start having tool review videos coming up on there. We don't have any structure. We're kind of just winging this. I think, and let's just talk this out right now. I think it would be cool if we all just uploaded, hey, just some crappy tool that you bought that sucks,
Right.
or if someone sends you a tool, you can review it. Like, there's no ties to my channel. There's no ties to anybody else's channel on this tools channel. So I think we can kind of do whatever we want and say whatever we want and be honest about it.
I think Rick's got a good idea for a channel. I don't know if that's a suggestion or if he's promoting a channel that he's already got in the works there, the sex tool
Maybe.
channel.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got that in the works. I think he's just trying to promote it.
I noticed. All right, so let me tell you something. I on Saturdays, a lot of times I don't always like stare at my screen watching Clive, but I listen to Clive. I'm like doing other stuff, paying bills, doing this and that, because it's like a busy Saturday thing. Listening to Clive. So what I've noticed in the last couple weeks or months after watching Clive, when somebody says something, I do the Clive.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Man, I missed Clive's last like 2 or 3 live streams.
I was on a call last Saturday. Humidifier for family. Super.
No, my wife gets home at like 4 and I get dragged away to go do stuff like shopping or adult stuff, adulting.
Adults, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go
No.
for it.
No, you
Do
go
it.
for it.
Do it.
I was just gonna do a show and tell for the guys who don't see chassis heat pumps like little units in
Is
condos.
that what that thing
Oh, it's
is?
like a big recovery machine, dude.
Yeah, it could be, right?
That was like a portable air conditioner.
I'll show you how mini this thing is. Hold on.
Uh-oh, don't move anything.
I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
move this
Please don't
chair.
move.
Hey,
Oh,
Now, what is this thing?
did
Okay, do that.
you know
Did you
what's-
say this is a what?
It's hilarious because Joe can't move the camera, so instead he put that in a rolly chair.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got your
What the hell
compressor,
is
your
that thing?
valve, your coaxials at the bottom. Let me try to lift this up.
But Joe,
Yeah.
what is it
It's a heat pump.
for?
It's a chassis heat pump. Goes into like a condo wall.
Like a
Oh, so
pizza?
it's like a 900 square foot apartment heat pump kind of a thing.
Right. Not even. Yeah. Not even 900 square feet. Oh, see the
You have
coaxial?
it smaller than 900 square feet.
Can you lift it a little higher? I didn't see the whole bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
show
talk-
me
what's
the
on
bottom.
now?
Don't do that, bro. I almost had a fucking
Show me
hernia.
the coaxial, dude.
Oh man.
I mean,
Dude,
it just looks like anything else if you don't see the coaxial. Higher.
A little bit higher. I can't see it.
Oh,
No, one more time,
What
dude.
is
I
a
missed it.
coaxial? I don't see a coaxial.
All I saw
on
was
there.
black. I didn't see like the
That's what it is. It's black, buddy.
No, show me. Lift it up. Come on, dude. You got to show us. We all want to see the coaxial on the bottom.
Put it on your leg, man.
Come on. You can do this. Come on, muscles.
Let's
Put it on your leg like all those creepy kids in the mall.
Squat
that
it,
do that
squat
too.
it.
Hey, wait a minute. He's not going to send me a workers' comp claim now,
Ooh.
is he?
Look at
No,
that.
I won't.
There it is.
Okay.
I kind of see a coaxial. What's the coaxial do?
So the reason why I brought this is
Actually.
because I was gonna do like a little project on it, but I just realized. Well, I didn't realize, but I was gonna put my own tees because these units, some of them, there's a capillary tube as you see, has no service ports. They did the old,
Right.
Yeah,
squeeze it,
pinch them off,
So,
Yeah.
hate that, but I'll see if I could put some in. And
So on something like that, is it not
loops? And yeah,
I think Joe's
I'll
on
show you that.
delay.
So that's what goes in little condos.
What about the testicles?
It's a little dongle.
condoms?
A lot of guys don't see this, right?
I think
Nobody
it's,
sees that.
It's
I've
good to
never
work
heard
on
of
because
such
you
a
get the
thing.
gist of what's going on.
So Joe, can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm coming in the picture again. Oh,
There you go.
Dumbass can't hear anything we're
We're
saying.
trying to put on a professional show here,
He's in there
Joe.
like that.
We are a
Still can't hear anything
syndicated
we're saying.
program, broadcast in 17 countries,
No problem.
translated in 4 different languages, and you can't get your damn camera set up straight.
Am I good?
I mean,
Doesn't matter. Like, can you even hear us anyways?
I can hear you.
No.
You can hear us now. I've been talking to you for 10 minutes and you're ignoring me and talking over me. So
Well,
clearly you
he
can hear me then.
So,
He's Italian.
proper lip technique. Yeah, you're right. I was killing myself.
So,
guys.
Is
I
it
had a-
not cost effective for them to just stock an extra skid like that? So that way when one
Just
fails,
swap
you
it
just
out.
swap it out and go repair it downstairs?
And that's what happens a lot of times, bud.
Yeah. When I used to
Yeah.
work for a hospital, we used to have ice machines that had skids like that and you full at ice machines. And they would keep new condensed units down in the tool crib And whenever they would have major problems, we would just take it down there, bring a spare one up to the floor, get it working right away, and then work on it down in the tool crib.
And a lot of condos do that. The thing is, I would love to, you would love to fix them, but it just, even this one with no service ports, what are you gonna see? You could put your temperature on the liquid side, but like, I don't know, like something's not right.
Well, on something like that, in a perfect world, what I would suggest you do is get an operating one and benchmark it. Take measure quick, take temperatures, clamps, outdoor airs, and store all the information non-invasive. You can even put pressure gauges on it. Put it on the line and write everything down. Yep. And then from that point forward, you can use temperature clamps to work on those things forever because you have a baseline.
But wouldn't everything would be?
That's my idea. I don't work on them too much.
I don't think Joe can hear us.
No,
I can hear you.
Well,
what's that thing called again, Joe?
It's a heat pump. It's a chassis heat pump.
Wouldn't everything change though based on like water temperature, based on ambient temperature?
Yeah, but the water temperature is usually structured in a building, usually around.
But your TD should be the same, should it not?
Yeah, TD will be
your temperature differential across your condenser versus outdoor air, and your indoor air temperature differential should stay relatively the same.
That's right.
I would think.
And I was thinking of getting the Milwaukee pump for this reason. Just there's another reason. I can use the Milwaukee pump, but just to flow some water through the coaxial and make it think like it's water flowing from a building loop, right?
You might break the Milwaukee pump.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection. That's what that coaxial was. Oh, you dummy!
But the thing is,
the Milwaukee
pump
might use that pump.
You want to show us one more time, Joe?
I think something's gonna start bulging out of my stomach, dude. I'm gonna get my first hernia.
I got some peas for you. Do you want some peas?
Dude, you know what a hernia is? I just literally found this out today because a manager at a restaurant I was working at has a hernia, and he was explaining it to me. Do you know what a hernia is? It blew my mind.
Isn't it when the disc like bulges out?
That's a herniated disc, but like an actual hernia, like usually in your stomach. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's like
that's when your stomach muscles. Yeah, your stomach muscles rip apart and your intestines start to come out of your
body.
Muscle hole, which is a weird word to say out loud. Muscle hole.
Huh. That sounds gross, and I really didn't need to know that.
No, I saw a picture of it too, man.
Is that when you sit on cold concrete?
What happened now?
I don't know.
Muscle hole?
Oh, you're talking about, he's talking about like when you get those, what's those things called in your ass when you sit on cold concrete?
Dingleberries.
Those are hemorrhoids, Joe. Those are hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a subject we don't cover enough of either. Hemorrhoids and hernias.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather you talk about that, Bill, than what you were talking about last week. So let's talk about hemorrhoids and hernias. Because
what about Jews with hemorrhoids and hernias?
No, let's not go there.
There was something that we were talking about, and I can't remember what it is now.
Well, we talked about the tools, uploading to the tools channel.
I was going to say about the Milwaukee pump. I don't know if you're aware. They changed it. There used to be like an older style and a newer style now. Now, I don't know which one you tried, Chris, but I heard the old style, the boxier one, is shitty. And the new one they have now is pretty good.
So, again, taken away from the structure of the show, do you think that, and this might be an interesting thing, so on this tools channel, should we go ahead and just review anything? Like, even if you get something sent to you for free? But we have to be brutally honest about everything.
Oh, dude,
I think this has to be brutally honest.
Yeah,
like I will even smash it when I'm done. If I don't like it, I will smash it into a million pieces.
Do you remember? Well, Chris doesn't remember this, but weren't we in talks previously, like early on in the shows, of potential people we can get to sponsor the show? And there was a meter company that was being discussed, and I'm like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. There's no freaking way I'm pushing that on people. No way. I can't do it.
I actually just got one of those meters from what is it, like Ching Chong Ching place or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks decent, but
is that the one that's like 3 feet tall that was sitting next to you with the seatbelt in the front of your truck?
The red one.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like it's massive. It's a 2-arm meter.
Perfect. I think it'll be great because I've never wanted to do tool reviews on my channel because it just changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
So I think this is a perfect place where there's no commitments to, and that's the other thing too. So like my sponsors have nothing to do with this channel. So therefore we can go to town on this channel. Like say whatever.
we're going to town, bro. We're going to town.
Zam makes a good point. He says, don't only review good tools, do shitty ones as well.
Yeah, you should see that meter that they sent me from Japan or Indochina, wherever it came from.
Yeah. I say we do that.
Can I tell you about a job I'm getting, Joe?
Yeah, go for it.
So I got a call about a snow melt job. They're building this garage, and they want to put radiant in it. There's going to be a basement in the garage. They want to put, the whole 9 yards. And let me tell you something.
Later, Rich. Thanks for coming, buddy. Go ahead. Rich,
I'm going to text you later. I have not responded to you. I've had a busy week, and my back has been killing me, and I just have not been paying attention to my phone. But anyway.
And Chris got an MRI, he's saying, but go ahead.
I got an x-ray yesterday. MRI is the next step. I go Monday to see the chiropractor again, and if things don't progress, then it's off to the spinal doctor for an MRI and all that crap. But I think it's going to be okay.
I think it'll be all right. Conipex. Okay, go ahead.
All right, ready? You want to know what they're doing in this house? This dude doesn't want to walk outside in the wintertime or in the summertime to, get sun on his shoulders or get snowflakes on his coat. So they're going to build a tunnel from his house to his garage, and they want to put radiant heat in the tunnel.
Serious?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, that's like what I wanted to do when I was like 12 years old with my best friend. It's like, we're going to live next to each other. I'll put a tunnel in between our two houses.
But they're going to have to like plumb it and stuff. They're going to have to put drains in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
And pumps. Yep. Well, it's going to be pumped because it's not that low. It's not that high above the ground, right?
It's going to be like the basement of the house. So they'll run the drain tiles into the house with a sump pump. Yep.
Wait, so it's not going to be any lower than the basement of the house?
No, you walk down to the house, go under the ground, or it might be. I don't know. I honestly don't. Maybe it is.
Because if it's lower, then you're going to have to pump it up.
Yeah,
that's interesting, man. Can you imagine like the drain plugs up and it's just a giant ice skating rink down there in the wintertime?
That's what they call. And I was asking him. He's like, "Oh, so when you're figuring this out, And I'm like, well, how do you want me to quote it? There's different controls. We can control with our phone. They have weather predict and that. He's like, all right, we're building a tunnel. This guy's got fuck you money. So whatever you can do, just add it onto it. I'm like, okay.
My kind of customer. Just like, don't ask me if you should because we just want the best.
Somebody said El Chapo has the same setup. It's a good point.
Yeah.
You think he's a drug lord?
I kind of question what he does. Right? I'm kind of getting sick of working for these crazy rich people because, like, I don't know.
Sounds like it'd be depressing after a while. I'm like, man, I wish I had that sort of stuff.
Well, I kind of get jaded, and you go into like this big mansion, you're like, this house is not that nice, So, but it's like 100 times nicer than my house or any house I could ever afford.
But you compare it to the other houses you've been to.
Yeah.
I was talking to Greg Merceau. He's frequent our community here. And we were talking about the filters on tenants' places. Like he posted a few things in the HVAC group, and he was posting some nasty filters and the blower compartments just filled with dust and grime. Now, sorry.
Happens to me all the time. All my stuff is full of nasty grease.
Well, yeah. In that setting, yeah. But for residential, to be honest, I don't come across too much grimy stuff. Like I don't know. It's not like I see cat lady. It seems like unless you go to a cat lady's house or a pigsty, I don't see too many up here. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I mean, in Canada, we're just clean. We're clean people. We change our fucking filters. What can you say?
I don't know. Do they have a lot of like furnaces and pigsties?
Putting these away. Anybody want some before I put them away?
They're clear. No. You're holding up a bag of nothing. We're on a green screen. You're holding up freaking peas.
Yeah. I agree on that body decoy. What a name. But never turn down rich people's work for sure. But I was saying he was telling me that sometimes they build a tenant. And that's interesting because, if I was a landlord, I think I'll kind of put in my agreement too. If anything happens to this furnace because of negligence, you're on the line. You know what I mean?
I wonder if that's because I've looked at a lot of rental agreements and such. I wonder if could be covered under like general property damage.
The rental stuff is a nightmare here in California right now. My mom has a couple rentals that her and her husband, they're both retired and, they live off of the rental income. And because of everything going on, there's like rules and stuff where people don't have to pay rent. and my mom hasn't been paid for months.
But there's no reimbursement for landlords.
No, and she basically settled on, like if they pay 25, if the tenants pay 25%, like some weird crap. But it freaking sucks, man. I feel bad for my mom. I was thinking about her the other day, and I saw her today, so I was asking her, and she goes, "It's just a nightmare. Like the rental income's not even there right now."
You would think like after all the stimulus and stuff, and they're like not allowing people to get foreclosed on, they're not allowing people to get evicted.
Yeah.
What about all these people that own these houses and buildings? Like,
and my mom's not a billionaire or anything. I mean, this is their income. They have 3 rental properties, and her husband retired with, both stopped their things, and that's their income. And it's like, they're not rich people that can do without their income for a long time. And it's
they're not building tunnels under their houses. Dude.
No, certainly not building tunnels.
You should send her some of that big picture money.
Yeah, because I sure got a lot of that.
I think it should be in the contract. Otherwise, people are just going to trash it. Your shit. I agree, Jay Leroy, 100%. And that's with anything, even the bills. Put in the contract because they will trash it. They don't care. They don't own it.
When I had a rental, they trashed it. I ended up having to, and that's the thing. I had tenants that lived in there for a year, and I ended up having to rip up all the carpets, paint concrete with freaking primer because it smelled like cat piss, recarpet everything, paint the walls. All this stuff. And it's like, for real, patch holes. And it's like, why can't we build these people for this? And the management company's like, well, you can, but
Yeah, you're never going to get it. Like you can take them to court, small claims court or whatever.
Such a mess. I was selling the house when I was doing it too. So I was just like, I don't care.
Same thing happened to me.
Be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
the Chipmunk 2008, good to see you. What kind of boiler is it, and what are you doing to it? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, thanks, Chipmunk, for this topic. It never gets old.
What am I?
So Bill, you work on any refrigeration units this week?
Actually, I did, surprisingly, because I don't work on a whole heck of a lot, but I had like 4 this week.
You also worked on a fryer every day of the week, I think.
I worked next to a fryer today on a fried dump station at a place where they make it your way.
Bill doesn't even have to eat fast food to get fat. He just gets fat going to work. The grease just absorbs into his body.
I'm sure there's guys in the chat or somebody watching that's worked on fryers before, and like you work on a fryer. Like I was there for 4 hours working next to this fryer, but I've worked on fryers all the time. But that smell, it absorbs into your skin. It's undescribable unless you've experienced it.
I want to change the subject real quick and go back to the rental thing. So I used to have a house that I rented out. It was a nightmare. But one time when we had the new tenants, the air conditioner broke. And so I told the property management company, you need to call me before anything. Like they would have repair orders and just get stuff fixed. And the AC broke, and it'd been a long time since I'd been there. So I was like, all right, here's the deal. Tell them you're sending out an AC repairman, and don't tell them it's me. So that's what they did. I went out there and I went through the whole house, like as the AC repair guy, like, oh, I need to get up in here into the attic, and like popping up in the attic, and I need to see these rooms right here. And I just went in every room. And that's when I found out they had cats. Like I was like, these fuckers have cats. They don't have a security deposit on cats, and all that stuff.
I would have kicked one right into a wall.
Yeah, no.
I would love to see Bill go into a cat lady's house.
Oh, I would just be kicking cats.
Go hide in your beard. Oh,
I used to like cats, but I don't know. Some people's cats I like. My folks got a cat. I like their cat, but most other people's cats are jerks.
I don't want animals. Now that I'm, we had cats and dogs as a kid. I just don't want animals.
Yeah.
I want a baby goat, one of those fainting goats even.
That would be awesome.
You see a fainting goat, like it just jump up on my shoulder while I'm doing the show and just like and then it'd faint and fall down.
I think they get scared or something. You got to startle them somehow and they faint.
Oh, I'll startle it. I'll poke her in the eye.
We're going to be getting a dog here. Yeah, it's been a while. My dog passed away, or I put my dog to sleep about 1.5 years ago, I think, or something. So it's been long enough, and I've been thinking about it. Of course, I didn't get my way and I wanted a new full-bred lab, but that's not happening. But one of my wife's childhood friends she breeds Alaskan Huskies, or no, Australian Shepherds. That's what it is. She breeds Australian Shepherds, so we're gonna get one of those. Stupid expensive, but really nice dogs.
Nice dogs, yeah.
Lots of hair though.
Chris, you're starting to drool with your medication, bro.
Am I? Is it coming out?
True.
Yeah.
Like the left side of your face is kind of saggy a bit.
Kind of saggy, droopy. Am I having a stroke over here?
You can still talk straight, so
we're good.
Any boiler can be a gravity boiler.
So I pulled out what did I say? Was it 125 or 135? I don't remember now.
135,000. You just pull it out of the bank like that.
135,000 BTU furnace, and we installed a 60.
Out of the overtime account.
About money.
60. I probably could have done a 40 if Nate Adams was there.
I think Adam is embezzling the HVAC overtime money.
Into his blower door.
I'll pull up your account right now. You want to see it?
No.
No, we don't want to see a negative balance.
No. We don't want to see the embezzlement. We don't want to see how much
money.
he's frauding everybody.
I write checks that overtime can't cash.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to send a check first? Me to Adam for the tools channel, or Adam to me for the overtime channel?
You to Adam. Bill, what were you working on this week for refrigeration, anyways? Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, it was not too terribly difficult, but it was kind of a neat little lesson that I learned. So we have these, I forget the name of them too. I think it's a Trolson maybe, but it's a little low boy it's like sort of an under counter cooler with a grill on top of it, I guess you'd say. And the funky setup is it's got a little outlet. Once you take the cover off the condensing section, it's got a little outlet, and the top part of the outlet is labeled condenser, and the bottom part is labeled vaporizer or drain pan heater, right? The bottom outlet is constantly hot. It's just direct wired, so it's always hot, right? The top one, labeled condenser, is powered through the thermostat, which only makes sense, right? So I got there and it was froze up, and I mean, somebody had plugged it into the bottom one where the vaporizer goes, and it was just running nonstop, like just nonstop. And then the fan burned up. I mean, it was, when I say it's a block of ice, like it was a block of ice. I could almost not even get the drawers out because the ice had extended
Like
so far
around
into
the
the
drawers.
cabinet.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it was so far into the cabinet. Like it was bonkers, man. But
Sometimes those are the ones that you wish you could just unplug it and come back another day, but they're like, no, we need it now.
No, that's actually what we did. We unplugged it over the weekend and came back. And then the one next to it, they have two units right next, same exact units. The one next to it, somebody had replaced that outlet with just a outlet from Lowe's, which is fine, but you have to break off the little brass tabs. Yeah. They plugged it into the right, on like a little outlet, because you have to separate the top and the bottom so the thermostat can run the top.
So he was saying one part of the receptacle is hot all the time. The bottom part wasn't. So if you buy a traditional outlet, it has a jumper between the two.
You got to snap that right off there.
Break it.
Yeah.
And so that one was also doing the same exact thing. It ran nonstop until the giant ball of ice overcame everything and pulled the drawers into it. So that was kind of cool. And then the other one, I got a video of this one, but I got called out to a walk-in freezer that had like a giant snowball hanging off the ceiling of the walk-in freezer. I pull up behind the restaurant, and there's like this giant block of ice in the middle of a sidewalk. Everything's plowed, everything's nice and clear, but this giant block of ice. I'm like, well, that's no good. And I walk in there, and she's like, yeah, here to look at the freezer, blah, blah, blah. I go back to the freezer, walk in there. There's just water coming down through the ceiling. Oh, she's like, yeah, I think there's something wrong with our refrigeration system or something. I was like, no. I got up above there, and turns out that's where they keep their tankless water heaters right above the freezer. And one of them spraying a leak, a big leak.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just dumping water in there, man. It was nuts.
What kind of tankless water heater, Bill?
Navian.
Oh, look at this guy.
One of the high quality ones.
I'm impressed.
I was looking at it. I'm like, wow, man, those things are boring looking.
Am I talking like I'm medicated?
No, but you're looking like this. Whenever you're talking, you're like,
okay, because people are asking me. I'm definitely, but I see the stuff in the chat. I saw Rick's wife asking if I was on drugs. Yes, I am on highly medicated right now.
Yes,
but I don't feel like I'm talking silly.
I know. You can see him drooling over there.
There's something coming down.
So
the doctor like a diaper too.
Navians, so they were on top of.
Yeah, they're mounted up in the ceiling, up above the walk-in cooler and the walk-in freezer.
Why would they put them in the ceiling? I guess that's where they had space.
And you know what? I was talking to another guy who works for us, and he ran a call for this same restaurant chain at the same exact problem. One of those Navians popped a hole in it. It was leaking all over the walk-in cooler. So it's a pretty common thing that they mount these up in the ceiling, up above the coolers. Yeah, it's weird.
I wonder why they're great and what's breaking and what's on these Navians like to do this.
Well, the best I could surmise, since I know nothing about tankless water systems and boilers, it looks like there's a pump and then some sort of plastic housing that maybe goes to a circulator valve of some sort, and what appears to be either a gasket or something that is the water was shooting out of.
They have all these O-rings. All the fittings inside of Navians, it's like little plastic fittings, and one side's like a male, one side's a female. They go together. There's an O-ring in the middle, and they put clips. There's just clips that hold the fittings together, and that's it.
But was this inside or outside the boiler, Bill?
I want to interrupt and ask a stupid question real quick, Adam.
Yo.
I predict, if it hasn't happened already, that they're going to attack mechanical terms, and we're not going to be able to say male and female fitting anymore. And you're not going to be able to say master and slave coil and things like that.
How do you classify them, as they, or do you ask them what they want to be called?
Can we call them?
They're going to be called they or them fittings.
What
or
about?
So you go to a supply house and I'm like, I need some of those fittings and some of those fittings. And
Yeah.
like, which ones? Like, I can't say male or female.
What about nipples? Can we say nipples?
Oh, nipples. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Too.
That's an interesting one too. No, because once they start the bandwagon of no to male and female, no to master and slave, and then they're going to say no to nipples, and
But everybody's got nipples.
Can we talk about?
True.
Can we talk about gas cocks?
nope, no more gas cocks either.
Yeah. I mean,
When are they going to attack HVAC? It's going to be like a thing. It's going to be on Facebook and all this stuff, and they're going to be like, these people are bad, and we need to take them down, and they're being gender unequal. And
my furnace is in the process of transforming
are you
into
is your furnace transitioning?
transitioning to a flow.
So,
flow.
have you decided which furnace you're going to get, Bill?
Hey,
As long as
hold
Nate
on.
Adams isn't watching.
Nate might be watching right
Yeah,
now.
Nate, if you're watching, turn down your volume.
No, he's not watching.
He
He
would
doesn't
be in
watch
here.
the show. I kind of have. We got the load calculations in, and me and Adam were discussing it earlier.
Oh,
I will
Don't
say
bring
that
me into this shit.
It was mostly Adam's idea. I was like, you know what? We should listen to Nate and electrify everything. And I'm like, I got my gas meter outside. And I'm like, he's like, wait. No, we just get your gas furnace. I'm like, yeah, but Nate gave me a shirt that says electrify everything. So I gotta.
Is it bad that I want to put a heat pump in my house just because when I change my system, I don't want to deal with running 90% piping everywhere? Like, I don't want to have to do that. And when I change my system in my house, knowing me, I can't go with standard efficiency. I would have to go big or go home.
Why would you need high efficiency when it's like the low of 60 degrees there?
I just can't do it. I'm just silly. I like to go
Probably
big.
like heat your house with a candle.
And if you're going to do that, please call Twisted Candle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, good one.
I've thought about putting a heat pump in just so that I could eliminate crap.
Like, look
Why
at that,
not?
man. I can't get over that. That's awesome.
I wonder, I mean,
So, have you decided, Bill, you're going to do 30,000 BTUs each floor, or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a 30K BTU top and bottom 2-stage.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think 30 is the lowest they go, right?
that's as far as I know.
Yeah. My girlfriend wants to be in the picture. There
Your
you go.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were gay.
What's wrong with that thing?
Snap.
What's wrong with that thing, Joe? Why do you have
Sorry,
it? Why is
spoiled.
that in your house? Why do you have that thing? What's wrong with
Good
it?
question.
Oh, I was getting proper. It wasn't working right. It was like intermittent problems. So I go, you know
You
what?
sold him a new one.
Yeah.
He's
Sounds like
You know what? It's not
something
working.
would
You
say.
guys better replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's a salesman over here. You've been
I
going
don't
to
think
those
when it
selling
comes to
classes.
these, I don't work on it enough too, especially this one with no service ports. I'm like,
Come on,
Yeah,
Joe.
I
Dub,
know.
money maker, man.
Oh,
He's
took
like-
the Masters of the Hustle sales training class, didn't you?
Yeah.
oh my god, I gotta put my hat on for
Wait,
that one. man.
Masters of the Hustle sales class?
What was that other guy that you guys always talk about all the time?
Which one?
Joe. No. What guy?
That
J-Dub?
Yeah, J-Dub. His alert came on my phone for some reason today.
How's he
the
coming on
Masters
your
of the
phone
Hustle.
for?
He's the Masters of the Hustle podcast thing, and he does
Oh
the
my
sales training.
god, who wants to listen to sales? How to
Nah.
run a business? That's not me. Anymore.
No, I'd rather just run my business really shitty like I always have.
Yeah.
I just want to sell parts. That's all I do. I just change parts.
See, and if you can't fix it, you just sell him a new one, all right, Joe?
It's
Yeah.
all good. I had someone comment on my recent video. That motor was not bad. As long as the motor's still spinning, you have no right to sell them a new motor. You wasted their money and you're just in it to rip the customers off. You're a hack. And I was like, all right, whatever. Cool.
But yeah, because that $42 motor is worth the risk of $1 million in product inside that walk-in or free
Right.
whatever it was, you know.
It was an exhaust fan. But there's what I told one guy one time, because he kept watching my videos and he was talking crap on every video, right? And so I kid you not, by the fourth or fifth one where he was commenting like that, I said, hey bud, do me a favor. I'm really learning a lot from you. So continue to watch my videos and keep commenting on every single video for me, okay? And he's like, oh, I will, man. I will. I'm just like, all right, you're such a dumbass if you don't get what I'm saying here. But
he really is.
yeah.
He's obviously missing a couple.
Yeah.
Couple
Well, I
what?
was
What is he
gonna say
missing?
something, I totally forgot.
Couple?
So never
Come on,
mind.
Joe. You got to keep us on track here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep
Joe is
looking at that for. Stop
No,
looking
I was
at
gonna talk
that.
about,
thing.
yeah, because we were talking about motor,
Oh.
and it's almost like a compressor.
The heck was that?
we
Yeah,
have a question for you, Joe, in the
Go
chat.
ahead.
Lasco wants to know how you make moose plural.
Mises.
Meese.
Is it
Definitely.
moose?
He said
Yeah, it's Mises. It's like a gaggle of Mises.
Actually, I know the answer. Moose is plural. It's singular or plural.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say something like
But hey, you know what? Also, moose is a male moose or a female moose, right? There's not like a.
No, there's a
think
buck.
thing as
Is
a
there a
female
buck
moose.
and a
I don't know. I think it's
buck?
So you're saying
let's ask Betty. Is Betty in the chat? She would know.
who's
Betty.
Betty?
Your grandma.
Oh, my grandma.
That's the only Betty in the chat. Is there another Betty in the chat?
Well, yeah.
She doesn't know
Oh
about
my
moose.
God. Anyways, I was saying it's just like a compressor. Do you risk it, leaving it? You know it's running fine, but it's drawing, let's say, high amps. Do you keep it? Do you tell the customer? You're gonna change it if you get a chance.
Or at least, yeah, you inform the customer so you cover your butt when it fails next week.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
You know?
funny. I the last call I ran today was a boiler call, and the guy called in. He's like, both of my circulator pumps are going bad. They're like burning up, and I get them to work if I play with the valves, and they start working. So I go out there. There wasn't a lot of pressure in the system, right? And I had to purge it. There was a lot of air. The pressure reducing valve was stuck, and there was crap in it. So I freed it up. I bled everything, and then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, as soon as I leave here, like 6 hours later, his freaking the pumps are gonna go bad, and I'm gonna look like an asshole. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen because they were running. You know, there was air in the system, and they're not. It was the Grundfos like 3 speeds. Those are not very happy with air, right?
No, they're not. And at least if you get the let's say a 50, what's it, double the 59s and above, they have the port you could take off to air, like take out the air out of the motors. But anything lower, like a 58 or whatever it is, you can't take it out. So if there's air trapped in the motor, you're kind of screwed. You have to like baby it.
Mm. I've been getting burned a lot by those little things that you don't check, but like in the back of your mind, like I probably
That
should
thing
check
saying I should do
you know?
that, and you're like, oh, I just want to go home.
Yeah, and then like you go back and like, damn it, that one thing that I was supposed to do and I didn't do.
The worst for me is when I don't check something, and then we get another service call, and one of my other guys goes to do it, and then he calls me, oh yeah, it was this, and I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
When I was purging that system today, Joe, the guy had copper radiant in the basement and the valves were off. And I was like, I didn't do anything with your basement, the basement zone, just because it was off already. He's like, wait, I have heat in the basement? I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, listen, I'm leaving this house and you're going to count to 200 and then you could turn those valves on and whatever happens after that, it's not on me. I don't know what's going to happen.
Get you an amp draw, take some pictures.
JD 007 is a popular take-home pump. I think it's equivalent to a 59.
Who's your favorite 007 actor?
Pierce Brosnan.
Okay, don't ask me.
Yeah, Sean
How about
Connery.
yeah, I was gonna say that's the only one.
He's my number 2.
Pierce Brosnan was GoldenEye. He was in GoldenEye, which we were about the same age. So yeah, and then the Super Nintendo GoldenEye game or N64. That's right. Yeah, we played that.
One of the best games ever, dude.
Yeah.
I think it was.
You play that for like 8 hours straight with your friends.
Oh yeah, all night long eating pizza, just playing GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We gotta do that someday.
Today when I was at the chiropractor, I was like not feeling good, so I asked my wife if she would drive me there. And what I secretly wanted her to do is she's my secretary and she fills out all the paperwork because she has neat writing and nobody would understand mine. So she's filling out all my paperwork because it's the first time I've gone. And she's asking me questions. She's like, when was the last time you drank and how much did you drink? And I'm like, just say like 2 beers a month. And she's like, 3 to 5 beers a month. And I'm like, that's not what I said. And she's like, well, you need to be honest. She was
3
like,
to 5 beers a month. The heck is she thinking? That's not honest either.
well,
no way.
that's
That's
nothing.
Yeah.
like 3 to 5 beers a day.
You don't ever tell people what you really drink.
No.
So Chris is
That's
like
just like
ultimate
presented.
lying. His wife is like a little bit lying. You know, I'll
You
come
know,
behind
it's
you
like-
and your wife and I'll tell the freaking doctor the truth.
Yeah.
That doctor can't give you a big picture diagnosis without all the proper
True.
information.
Oh, they don't need to know that. No, I can't
Mhm.
handle the health questionnaires because, and this is how I think, worst case scenario, when you go to your normal doctor, even your chiropractor, all those medical files get reviewed when you apply for life insurance. And so I remember sitting down at my first life insurance thing and the guy pulls up all my medical records and he's like, okay, I see that you had, this happened this time and this happened this time. Okay. This looks good. I'm like so afraid of my next life insurance thing because it comes up probably in like 15 years when my policies due.
Mhm.
And they're going to be like looking back. Yeah. You remember that time that you had high blood pressure and you were overweight and it said you drank, 3 to 5 beers a day. And like, no, never give that information to the
3 to 5
doctors.
beers
Scary.
a month.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Sarah, you're absolutely right. I wonder if it's for everywhere, but yeah, in Ontario, Canada, if you're the last person to work on equipment, you're responsible if anything happens. And there's so many codes that go around that.
Yeah.
Maybe, Sarah, the venting codes or gas codes. But I was also going to say, Adam, what I did the other day for a customer was they go away on vacation a lot, and I was installing an electric boiler, and I installed like a pressure switch, whatever, pen pressure switch. But because they're away and I didn't trust their water system, especially being in an environment it was in, I let the boiler just run on a even though it's no glycol on an axiom. Excuse me, can't even speak here. On an axiom. So even if it does fail and something breaks, the main is not going to be compromised. It's just going to be the axiom. I just want to.
What just
I think
happened
that was a
here?
good idea on my part. And you know what? They love the idea because if something does happen, they're protected. The main line.
here's the thing. There's like a big.
I just don't trust city water
Like
sometimes.
a good
There's
neighbor.
a big.
Stay right
Is
there.
There's
there?
like an argument about what you should do. If you read the Bell and Gasset manual for the FB38 pressure reducing
Look.
valve,
Look, that's a junior.
it actually will say to turn off the water after the system is full.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then
After
there's a ton of guys that's like, well, it's made to self feed.
Right. Regular. And
So right?
it injects water maybe a little bit every, I don't know, month, I guess.
right.
And it's funny because you bring that up because I did this boiler setup for this contractor. I think I told you about this. And it was some weird boiler. He got it. It was called Radiant. I don't know if anybody heard of these Radiant wall hungs. They're cheap, probably. It's kind of dumb. It's a combi boiler. You don't want to get a Navian, I guess. Anyways, the inspector failed me because, didn't fail me, but he wanted me to change the feed line. I go, dude, it's not flowing water like a constant flow of water. It's maybe just going to trickle some water every so often, like every month.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
not gonna,
your.
it's not,
that was
why do I
the-
have to change? Oh, no, it's not big enough.
That wasn't you though. You told me this story. It was the idiot plumber who installed like a 1/4-inch water line to the.
He
field.
did. He did a 1/4 inch, and I just continued that. So
Joe
whatever.
Joe got his,
changed it, and
he got his humidifier
the plumber
line
had to
out.
change his stuff too. Sorry.
I said you got your humidifier copper out to feed your boiler.
That's where it came from. That's where it came from. It was a T. The plumber put a T there, and I put one for the humidifier. Actually, no, it was another on that job. Another HVAC company did that, and I used the other side.
But let's
as
be
my
honest
feed.
though, yeah, it's not bad. But how are you gonna purge anything with that size water line?
Oh, you'd be surprised how much flow goes through a 3. It's good enough. You
Mm-hmm.
can purge as much as you want with that. It's a small system. It's
Yeah.
only doing a basement
Good
of like
enough.
say, what is it, 6, 7 loops. That's it.
Good enough. Good enough.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Good enough. Good enough.
Forget
picture.
about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
So-
So my boiler's oversized for my house. Turns out
How much BTUs is it?
93,000.
Output.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but
So someone I was sitting here doing a calculation. John Deere fan. Wait, no, who asked? Small Fry said, "How much heat is there in negative 22-degree weather?" Well, isn't there heat in the air all the way until absolute zero?
Yeah, specific heat.
So-
What's going on here, Chris Young? Y'all come across any early 2000 million? I guess 200,000, 200.
So when I want to talk about boilers,
Talking about boilers.
it was like, oh wait, let me get to the chat now.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just no. I seen a question. I'm assuming you mean 200K. Anyways,
200 million.
those Lochner boilers, they're finicky on those high limit stats and whatever, and the what are they called?
So here, let's get back to Bill's. What Bill was talking about, you fucking hoser.
Sorry, dude. You know what? I don't have my earphones in.
Mongolian.
Yeah, my bad.
Gee, I didn't notice.
Yeah, do you ever have earphones in?
This whole show, he's been talking over everybody and not listening. I'm like, it took me a while. I'm going, something's different. It's like, hey, where's your headphones at, Joe? You can't hear.
Oh, sorry, man. I feel so bad now, honestly.
Oh, I made the Canadian feel bad.
He's like,
Yeah,
I feel
Shut up.
awful.
You
I'm
guys usually tell me to shut up. Just tell me to shut up.
To make
Anyway,
it up, dude, just send
we
me
keep-
some money. Just make me some money, dude. That'll totally make up.
I'll
how
pay
bad.
you.
He's like,
Keep
I
going.
feel awful, guys. I'm not gonna put my headphones on, but I feel awful about it.
I feel bad. I'm not going to do nothing about it.
They're not
but I
working.
do
Oh
feel
my
bad.
god. I
Just
would, but
tell-
they're not working.
Just tell the family that you're doing a friend a favor and send me some of the family money.
Damn, Hamilton, you got
Not
a
a big deal,
big
dude.
ass boiler in that thing.
You know the family has enough money, and you guys can definitely come up with some extra. Just tell them it's like, I don't know, you're
Blood
paying
money.
off someone. You know, you're paying an informant or something like that.
Yeah.
Friend dues.
I already used that. But go,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I got almost
Maybe I can be the start of your family in the United States.
Well, since you're not blood, you would have to be the hitman.
That's cool. You can have a connection in California, so like you guys can have your thing in California, and
I
we
like
can
where this
start.
is going. I like
See?
where this is going.
Oh, let's start this by sending me some
Hold on,
money.
breaking
You
news.
gotta show me-
Nate Adams message.
you got to show me some good faith here.
You did?
Nate Adams does have a picture of him and Jim Bergman. He says,
Oh.
just so you guys.
Is Nate Adams has a black eye or something, or
No, they had dinner together.
oh, that's what they okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had dinner with Nate Adams too.
I had
Yeah,
my,
we did.
Bergman.
Yeah, we had pizza.
Jim Bergman stole my chair at the table.
Nate Adams. Nate
Yeah,
Adams.
never let that go, huh?
He came after me and I came back and he's just sitting in my seat with my food in front of him, just sitting there.
Should I?
Should've
Let's
sat
say
right
there
on
was some beverages.
Yeah.
And
Should we call
Sat
him
right
right
on
now?
his lap.
Should we
So
call
you
him and
should've
ask
said.
him what he thought about it? And I think it was a flex move.
He's gonna be like, "What? Who is? I don't even know who that guy is. What? I don't even know what he's talking about." Yeah.
He won't even know.
Nope.
so
Nope.
you tell me you want me. I cut you off. Like, I want to hear about this boiler. Where were you going with it, Adam? This 93,000.
It's oversized. His house is like, what is it? 2,100? 2,200?
Yeah,
Something.
2100.
Is it just doing radiant and coil?
No
fin coil?
radiant. It's fin tube and a couple cast iron.
Mm-hmm.
So after we did 500,000 outtakes and spent 16 hours filming, the blower door was on the entire time when it was 5 degrees outside.
So the house
was
was
it cold?
frozen.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. It was super cold.
Yeah, it was bad. And then he turned on the boiler and like 7 minutes later it was 70 degrees inside.
It really was. It was like, I think Nate said that was the most he's ever dropped a house. You know, as far as temperature wise, doing the blower door.
Now, is it because your house is that leaky that it just,
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, you know, some of the doors were, you know, depending on which door, but you know, getting sucked open or sucked closed.
So the blower door pulls air out of the house, right?
It blows.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder. Gee, I wonder why it's called a blower door. But it blows the air out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. But it pulls from the inside and blows it out. So it
Yeah.
pulls the air out.
Right. But it's,
Right.
My
it's
house
also
wasn't the
sucking
leakiest
air.
he's ever seen, but it was pretty close.
It sucks the air from the outside of the house in through all the cracks of the house and then
Yeah.
blows it out the front door. So
Yeah.
when we went up to like the bedrooms, Bill's bedroom, and it's particularly he has like this knee wall door, it like would knock you over. It was the airflow was coming through like a wind tunnel so bad.
Dude, I just thought of this. We should have totally had Adam plant pictures all over Bill's house.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's
Dude,
awesome.
that would have been awesome if you just like took pictures and just put them like of different random things, like of my family and your family, just pictures of people.
Oh, you got the planet. I already got those. What do you think I do with all those pictures you share of your family?
Every time my wife shares something on Facebook, Bill takes it,
Yeah, I
prints
put it
it.
off, put it in a frame, and I put it up on my mantle. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
What was it the other day? She got something, Chris, a strawberry something. Like, oh, she got something for her racket.
So,
or what?
yeah, my wife plays tennis and she got this it's this chingus you put on the racket to stop the vibration from going down the handle, and it was a strawberry. And so she looks at me and she goes, "There's not something wrong with strawberries, right?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Do strawberries mean anything bad?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me ask the guy." She's like, No. Don't ask the guys. Don't ask the guys." For those that don't know, that aren't privy to the thing, my wife and I were informed that pineapples represent hospitality, and they have been adopted into the swingers community. So having pineapples outside your door or anything like that will show your swinger neighbors that you're a swinger like them. And this is Adam that informed me of this, and I ruined it because my wife had been wearing this hat for years that had a pineapple on it, and we all had a good laugh about that. And now she's mortified about having pineapples on anything.
Does she still wear that pineapple hat though?
Nope. I told her, just keep wearing it. I wear that thing to death. And she's like, no, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable.
I would just love to walk around and watch how people look at her. Be like,
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like doing that crap just to mess with people, so I don't care. But I'm also the guy that went to Costco when my clippers broke with half a shaved head trying to return them.
you see what
Nice.
Craig Egan says?
What do you
Yeah.
say?
Jessica's trying to work Brian Orr for a raise if she can get us to the symposium.
Yeah, we would love to go, but we can't make it happen this year.
Yeah.
Well, we could make it happen, but the two
Yeah, like me and
lower class individuals.
like me and Adam could try to swing it, but then we don't have Joe or what's his name over
I'll
there.
be there virtually. You could swing it, and you guys can talk crap about me to the screen.
Talking
Drooly
about
face.
swinging and pineapples.
I could swing it.
I'm just not sure what we would add to the event. It seems like there's a lot of brilliant people there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what are we gonna do?
That's how I felt last time. It was my turn to go up and talk, and I'm like, what am I going to bring to this? Like, okay, I'm going to share a story about a big picture diagnosis or something, and like share about, growing up in the trade and whatever. But it was still uncomfortable, kind of like so much knowledge came through these, and I'm up here talking about, something silly.
Yeah, I think like people would just walk by our booth and like just look down on us.
Or if we were standing up, they could look up to you since you're 7'5".
It's true. And
Adam, since you're 4 foot, whatever, nothing, are you right at like height of Bill's junk?
if he was standing in a hole, maybe.
And
No, Adam is actually pretty tall too. He's not a shorter guy either.
I thought you were just gonna stop there.
I thought you were gonna I'm trying to set Adam up here, but he's not.
Yeah.
It's getting uncomfortable,
I
guys.
forgot to mention earlier. Did your doctor give you the big picture, Chris?
My doctor. I can't even think of something funny, dude. You tried to give it to me, but I couldn't do it. I
It's all
couldn't.
right. You're
You know what the
drooling.
big picture is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Around our age, it starts,
Yeah, when the
the blooper.
when the dentist goes in from the backside to examine your teeth, there's something wrong, right?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, now that we're awkward and uncomfortable, I think it's time to wrap this up.
You can't just
Yeah.
wrap it up. It's
So
got to be
awkward.
something like
Start.
witty and like with a punch, pack it with a punch.
Is it just me or do we interrupt each other all the time today?
I think we interrupt each other all the time. I think it happens on every show. I think that Bill gets interrupted more than anybody, though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why, but I hate you guys
You
for
gotta
it.
Because
assert
you're so
dominance.
you're so, what's the word for the people that are losers?
Do I have to yell? Because
No,
sometimes
you just don't fight it when people talk over
then
you.
I talk
It's like-
loudly.
Every time you're talking and somebody you just stop.
Yeah, because I have
He's
manners.
polite. He's from Michigan.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
polite.
stop.
I'm polite and I have manners.
Yeah.
I think you should
Hey.
just zoom in on yourself so you look a lot more intimidating, Bill.
I'll get my I'll do a full body camera next time.
Full body camera.
Give you 2 tickets to the gun show.
Hey,
Look
Adam.
The ruse is gone.
Hey, Adam.
Look at him.
Can you say that one time like you said it?
The
in
ruse
the
is
chat?
gone.
Chris, you're drooling. What?
I'm not drooling.
Say what Steven said in chat. It's not, you say it pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh.
we can't post that, Alaska.
Stephen Levitanamir is
Oh,
saying,
that was my bad. I clicked yes and then you click delete. I shouldn't have clicked yes on that.
this video is sponsored by Value Testers.
This video is sponsored by Value Testers. I'm gonna start an internet problem.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. No, you're not. It's just
You want an internet beef? You just got one.
You got one?
You just
Oh, I
got one.
just got one. Yeah, I don't want any internet beef. I was just joking around. I actually watch his videos all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it.
it.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Adam, it's time to hit the button.
Adam, do we have to say like Chris sometimes says?
Adam
We're going to
torturing us right now.
transition.
Oh, I
To
would.
the-
I
No,
would,
Joe.
but I
Joe.
don't actually drink, Jessica.
Joe.
All right. In closing,
on.
I'll have a hot tea though.
In closing,
Hot tea sounds pretty good.
Joe is
in
gonna.
closing,
I would like to go there, but like we said before, Joe can't get a passport for some reason because he's
I
like,
could get a passport. I just haven't got one.
you
Well,
know,
see,
sometimes you got people like Bill that don't stop talking, and it's rude because we want to talk. So maybe that's why we talk over you because you just don't
Yeah.
stop.
why don't you go color in one of those stripes on your shirt?
Oh, you're quick. That was quick.
You're so funny.